Today's episode of Tiling Connect is brought to you by Lux's Grates, the leaders in aluminium drainage, which are UV stable, rust proof and customisable on site. Available in your local tile or plumbing shop. Hey everybody, Mark here from Tiling Connect. Welcome to another episode. Very lucky again to have some amazing industry guests on the show with us. New product, well, I think it's new. It's new to me, and I think it's relatively new to the industry, but a product from a company called Screeding. And I have the founders here with me today. I have Colin and Kristy to talk about Screeding, the product, what it can do, all the amazing things, and that. So welcome to the show today, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You're very welcome. I appreciate the time that you're giving us before the holidays, the early year holidays. So that's great. Why don't we start today? Can you give us a little bit of an introduction about yourselves and Screeding, the product?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Kristy, and we are partners at Screeding. So I've worked in different roles throughout my career, from finance through to teaching at TAFE. So we've got a long history in the tiling industry. We operated a tiling company in Western Australia for many years together. We had a pretty big crew. We had apprentices, we had FIFO and drive-in, drive-out tilers. We had our own qualified tilers, and we even hosted some overseas tilers under government initiatives. So we were based in Carnarvon, which is a really nice part of the world. We moved back to Queensland in 2016, to be closer to family.
Yeah, right. Wow. Carnarvon, just trying to picture that in the whole scheme of WA, where does it sit? How far away is it from Perth?
Yeah, it's about, from memory, it was about 1,200 Ks. So it's a fair way.
Wow.
So it's pretty remote. It's kind of halfway up between Perth and Broome.
It's about in line with Rockhampton.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. Yep. For all of those people in Australia that know the map of Australia. And if you don't, if you're from overseas, just have a look and check it out. But Australia's a bloody big place.
It's a big place.
Yeah. Now, is it? I'm hopefully not getting too much off topic, but I'm pretty sure all of Europe or something fits inside of Australia, and then there's still room.
Still space left over, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyway, I digress. So look, that great background. Tell us, so you've been doing tile installation previously, so very, very familiar with the industry, the process, managing and leading teams. Tell us about the Screeding product. How was it born, and where did the inspiration come from to develop it?
Screeding has been designed to simplify the lives of tilers and screeding contractors. It's a floor screed system. It sets platforms to help the tilers create bedding screed levels and falls, which we know is essential for getting a smooth tiled finish.
Sorry, Colin. No, you go.
Yeah, our system, it helps speed up the process of setting the final screed heights, and just gives you the ability to do that before the bedding screed has even been mixed.
Yeah, cool. So, in terms of your inspiration, when was the moment you sort of realised that this product could be developed? What was the aha moment that people go, oh, you know what, this is what will actually help, not only yourself, I suppose, if you're still installing and managing teams, but when you could help the wider industry with a product like this?
So Screeding has been designed to help simplify tilers' lives and screeding contractors. It's a floor screed system. It helps set the platforms that helps tilers create bedding screed levels and falls, which we know is essential for getting a smooth tiled finish. our system, it helps speed up the process of setting the final screed heights, and it gives you the ability to do that before screed is even being mixed. So if you're a supervisor, you can go in the day before, you can set your accurate heights and leave it for the apprentices or the tradies, knowing the job's done right. I mean, when we were on site, I was having to micromanage our apprentices and even our qualified tilers, just to make sure the screed was done right, and that took up a lot of time. And I knew there must have been something out there that could make it easier for me and for them. So it comes in 3 different sizes, ranging from 20 mil to 125 mil. So it suits both residential and commercial projects, and it can be easily adjusted within that range to accommodate the different screed thicknesses. So what you do is you go around and you set up the platforms, use your lasers or your levels. You get all your perimeters level and calculate all your falls down to any drains or wastes. So you can work out your 1 in 80 falls over the certain distance before you've even mixed up screed. It's very easy to use. Can be used by all people with all different skills levels. So, an apprentice can use it to guide them, or a qualified tiler could use it just to speed up the whole process. So, it saves a lot of time while setting out, but also while screeding. I designed it. It's versatile, so it can be used in a wide range of projects. At the moment, we're seeing it used in rooftop screeds, pool podiums, high-rise balconies, bathroom showers, or just wherever something is needed. And I think one particular thing we're proud about Screed X is it's made right here in Australia.
Nice. There's nothing better than an Australian-born and designed and invented product, right? We need more manufacturing in Australia. If we could bring back car manufacturing, it would be fantastic. But no, that's another podcast for another day. Tell me about the day, if you can still recall, the day that you knew that this product had to be developed. What was happening in your world when that sort of that light bulb moment occurred?
Yeah, I can still recall that quite clearly.
Well, you better share that because that's important.
I'm a tiler by trade, and it hit me when I was setting out the heights one day. I mean, we just won a tiling and screed contract for quite a large complex. We were doing huge areas of screeding, and this just made me realise there was such a room for improvement. There must have been an easier way to do this with the guys we had on site, rather than setting packers or tiles or setting out pads. So it was around that time I just started thinking about what the solution would be to streamline the whole process, that would make it more faster, easier, and more accurate. So for everyone involved, for our apprentices right through to our qualified tilers. And I guess that's what fueled the idea of Screedex, and we're just really happy to have it on the market now.
Yeah, nice. When what year was it that it was sort of first created?
The first came to mind in about 2014.
Yeah, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, and from sort of creation to finished product, when you finally got there, what was the journey like? Was it a few years, or was it earlier? How did that happen?
We probably had a good 18 months of R&D, research and development. Trialing it on site. We wanted to get it out there on site with the tilers to test it out. We wanted to get it spot on right, so we made a lot of tweaks in that 18 months, didn't we, to make sure that it could suit all kind of different screeds as well. Yeah.
Yes, and great point there, Kristy. Like, there are a variety of different screeds out there that can be installed. Does that impact how this product's used?
Well, we sort of tailored it to suit most, pretty much all screeds, like the thicknesses, to how it's stuck down, to what the substrate's going to be, to how you can get the falls, levels, lasers, string lines, whatever it may be. And, with the addition of our screed support, our steel support for screeds as well, those kind of things is what we spend our time researching and developing.
Yeah, nice. Awesome.
And
Well, mate, look, that's...
I think, yeah.
Sorry, I missed that bit, Kristy.
Sorry, the 3 different sizes. So it comes in 20 to 35 mil, 35 to 65, and 65 to 125. So you've got, those smaller screeds, and then you can go up to your bigger heavy duty screeds. So,
Wow.
and sometimes a combo of all of them. So yeah, we really spent a bit of time on that too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's is 125 mil sort of. Do you find that's the maximum thickness that screeds will go onto on most jobs?
Yeah, well, we've done some commercial projects where you've had a step down in your slab, and you find that the screeds can be up to that thick. Yeah. Also, I mean, in a few areas as well that we've done, the larger screed areas where you've got to get a lot of fall over a certain distance, you need to be sometimes at that, around the 80 to 90 to get down to, what you need to get the correct fall.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Well, mate, that's good. I know this is one of those products, and we've spoken about this before, which you've got to see it to believe it, but it packs a lot of punch, right? So let's just dial it back a little bit. We've got some questions here that we've I suppose acquired from our community. We're starting to build quite a following now, which is great, and we often get people communicating and talking on all the social media channels and discussing things. So I just want to go back and talk a little bit about some stuff. So and this may not be specifically product related, by the way, too. This is more, this could be about you, Colin. But I just want to know, obviously this sort of space and creating products and going through a development process and then outsourcing stuff overseas, and if that's where you're doing some of that gear, this is all very entrepreneurial, right? And I'm just wondering what sort of advice would you give someone, who has the aspirations of wanting to go down this journey with product? What have you learned through the journey that could help someone else?
Well, my advice would just to be remain open to learning. Always learning. Always be open to learning. Do your research. Make sure that your product addresses a genuine need for the market. Focus on your idea and how that idea can save people in time, in money, or just simplify the process. And that's what we've tried to do. That's what we've done with Screedex.
It's a really powerful point. You really have to be very open-minded to learning. It's one of those things that makes you better, stronger, quicker, faster, and learning is a continual thing that you go through in life. And good share, man. Really good share. Sorry, what was that?
I'm still learning something new every day.
Yeah, mate, you're learning how to do a podcast, though, which is great, and be a guest on a show. So it's one of many, trust me. Once you start the journey, you're like, oh my God, someone will call you and go, hey, come on my show. It happens. It's universal. Yeah. So talk to me about, obviously throughout the journey as well, there's always moments of self-doubt, fear, things that might just pop up that create some obstacles for you in your mindset and in where you wanted to get to with the product. Talk us through that. What sort of challenges did you face in the earlier days or even throughout the journey to today, and how did you overcome them?
Well, I think it's only natural to have moments of self-doubt really. But, surrounding ourselves with like-minded people, it helps us stay excited about the potential of Screedex. It's important to have supportive people around you, to go for encouragement, to push you out of your comfort zone and just keep on going.
Awesome. And a great partner too, I imagine.
Yeah, come on, mate.
She's always pushing me out of my boundaries, always.
That's how you win. Trust me, if I could, actually, no, don't even trust me. You could just listen to my first episode of the podcast. You'll see where we've come from, and in like 19, 20 months. It certainly, you start a journey and you just keep polishing it up. It gets better and better. That's great. No, awesome. Sorry, I'm just jumping around a little bit here. So talking before about, you were mentioning about having like-minded people around you, and even to some, in a lot of respects, building a team and having a team of people that can help lift you up when needed, and provide some practical and pragmatic advice if required. Have there been any particular mentors that have helped you in this journey along the way as well?
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. We've had some experienced mentors along the way, probably over the last 18 months, and that's been invaluable for us. We've worked with mentors that from all different industries, so that's given us a different kind of level of support and a different worldview, I guess. And connecting with people in the tiling industry, I love doing that. I love reaching out and hearing about other people's businesses, and how we can collaborate as well and help each other. And we connected with people like yourself, and that's been really helpful too. But yeah, we've had quite a bit of mentoring, and it's really helped us make informed decisions at different points throughout the journey of trying to bring a new product to market, because there's a lot to it. I imagine that you've probably found that you're getting a lot more no's than yeses throughout the journey, or a lot more, hey, maybe, but talk to me later. Is that sort of, because I've found, sorry, and I know it's a bit of a loaded question, because I have found that with a lot of startup products that you do tend to get a lot of people going, it looks great, but maybe the timing's not right, or I can't see how that's going to fit into my business and that sort of thing. Yeah, I think it's because it's brand new to market. It is, we've got to educate people around how can they apply this on site? How is it going to help them, save time or get onto their next job even quicker? It's all education and learning. So yeah, that's been learning for us to start to build that team to get out to educate the tilers and the contractors as well. Probably similar to the lash clips.
Yeah, the tiling clips, when they first came out, it was a new concept that, people had to take, the time to see it actually happen, actually work, to see the advantages in it. Yeah.
Took a while to gain acceptance for that. And I remember, that was when we had our tiling company in WA, and there was a lot of resistance to the clips when they first came out. Change can be scary for some people.
Yeah. The older guys, they don't need it. They can do it without it.
Yeah, exactly. And look at it today. You can go to a 7-Eleven and get some clips and wedges for tiling.
There's not many people that do it without it anymore.
Everywhere.
No. Well, I don't know what impact the new standards is going to have on the on the future of that, but we'll watch that with. I'll be on the sideline with some popcorn, seeing how that goes. But that's all right. I think So we won't talk about that too much. That's cool. Are you looking for a water drainage solution that serves its purpose and adds a touch of elegance to your space? Lux's Grates are here to revolutionise your indoor and outdoor spaces. Whether it's your shower, bathroom, balcony, pool, or any other area, Lux's Grates is the ideal choice. It's quick and easy installation that you can bang out in just over an hour. Their standard grates offer a classic and timeless look, while the next generation style adds a modern twist. Lux's grates are made of high quality anodized aluminium, ensuring durability and longevity. So obviously, and we're going to go back to product, but these are some really important questions, right? And it sort of helps the community get to know you guys a little bit better and the journey that you've been on. Obviously, there's a lot of long days, long hours, trips overseas if required, to go and see suppliers and manufacturers and that sort of thing. How do you integrate sort of work-life balance to make sure that you guys are performing optimally, every day?
Well, I think work-life balance is pretty hard to achieve for most people. I guess we've tried to work around more of a work-life blend system in our work life and our family. The work-life balance, we need to take our work and then we need to take our personal life and try and completely separate them. And I think as a business owner, that can be pretty challenging. So yeah, we've kind of tried to blend it, be flexible and try and pivot, that kind of lets us pivot when we need to, whether that's towards our family needs or our work priorities, and yeah, I mean, the important work gets done when it needs to get done. And, work can demand a lot of you at times when you're self-employed, but it's just about, trying to blend the two. Our whole family is really involved in our business.
Oh, cool.
And supportive, and so it's more of a blend than a balance. It's just about being flexible, I guess, for us, isn't it?
Yeah, nice. That's awesome. And move like the future for Screedex and the product. What does that look like? What is your vision for 2024, and what is your vision for the next sort of 3 to 5 years? How do you see this particular product sitting in the marketplace and impacting or positively impacting the tiling industry and or screeding space?
Yeah, well, I think our this year and going forward, our focus is on expanding our reach and educating tilers and screed contractors out there that Screedex is out there now. It can make their lives much easier in productivity for them. So it's really about expanding our reach. And at the moment, the last couple of months, we've really been working on forging new partnerships and collaborating on site. So we've both been on site setting out Screedex and working with tiling companies, and so that's really important for us too, to be doing that. We've got collaborations in future that we can probably not mention just yet, but we will be. We are looking forward to that. So there's some really big collaborations that we can look forward to. And I think the biggest thing for us is we are wanting to expand our distributor network. So to get in front of more people, we're off to showcase Screedex at Coverings in Atlanta in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And then we're off to Sydney Build after that. So probably a bit of jet lag and a pretty big year planned for us. Yeah,
nice. What's the goal with Coverings? Like, what are you hoping to achieve there? Is it more to enter the US market, or just see whether or not it's a good investment?
Yeah, look, we've had really positive feedback in the US so far, and we are looking to enter the US market. So in discussions at the moment with some people around that, and go to Coverings and
just showcasing the product, showing people that this is out there now, and
cool. Well, that's awesome. And look, one of the things that I failed to ask earlier on, you were talking about the product specifically and the savings around using Screedex on the ground on a job site, whether the job be big, small, or big or small, or in between. How do you determine the saving? I mean, where is the saving for a contractor to use this versus just having, you know, the contractors mix a screed and putting it down without the product?
I think there's a wide range of areas where you'll find savings. Yeah, I mean, if you're a supervisor, you can go in, you can set out the heights, knowing that those heights and those falls are correct, and you can get your apprentice on it. So you don't have to be paying tradesmen's wages to get a accurate screeding job done and precise job done. Also, once all the heights are set, it speeds up the screeding process, by a lot. I mean, once you've hit those platforms, you know that you're in the right spot. You just move on to the next one, whether it's levels or whether it's falls. You know it's all correct. Hit the platforms, move on to the next one. So we're seeing the guys screeding large areas in a lot shorter times than using the traditional ones. So.
Is it? Are there? I suppose it wouldn't really be any. You wouldn't be removing any products from a job site, right? Because obviously you're talking about, mixing the screed, setting it, and the screed obviously getting filled to a certain level, and then you obviously just smoothing it out. Now, by the way, I don't know if I'm using the right contractor terms, so pick me up if I'm not. I haven't screeded before. So I'm just trying to get into the hearts and mind of the product. Would you say, let's say you're doing a day of screeding, right? I don't know how big the area needs to be. It could be, I don't know, 50 square meters, 60 square meters. Is there a number you can put around, say, just a 20 or 40 mil screeded bed? Like, would they save 2 to 4 hours, or is there is there a number, or is it job by job based?
I think it's job by job based in a way. I mean, there's been a few jobs that we've had it on. There was 100 meters up to 80 mil thick. We had these two boys smashed out by 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They said to us this would have taken us 2 days to set this up and do it the traditional way.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a whole day saving.
Oh, half a day to a day saving. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's huge.
By having those set in place, ready to go. 2 guys just straight through it. We did we had one guy that did a pool surrounds up on a rooftop. He did 70 meters in a day on his own. So they're pretty good. Pretty good numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, mate, look, half a day on a job site is it's gold. If you're a crew with multiple contractors doing different jobs all over the place, you can disappear at lunchtime and get onto another job, and you can structure your day differently, and certainly time is money. So that's huge. It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, as early as possible.
Sorry, what was that, mate?
We all know Tylers want to leave the job site as early as possible.
Oh, come on, mate. That's all trades. Get in, get out, get paid. No, I'm just joking. It's not like that at all. I know a ton of people in the community, and I know my entire community, there's so much pride in the amount of work that they do. And I just know that I think people are always striving to find products that can help them be more effective and efficient, particularly the younger generations coming through in the trade. And it's so exciting to see a lot of these new products coming through. I mean, you guys know what I do for my day job, but I'm not going to go into that today. But certainly there's all of these products that help people, find ways to be more unique and give them time back. Or there's more products that are, providing more ergonomics to the way people treat their body. And it's only getting better and better. So this is a pretty exciting space. I mean, I know you guys are super excited because you invented and founded the product, but certainly I can just see where Screedix will be in a few years' time. It will be massive, particularly if you're already getting on planes and going over to coverings to present that over there. America is a very rich, hungry product market. Particularly the contractors over there. They're very much like the contractors here, but there's a lot more of them. Being that America's got 360 million people in it, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
so
we've been messages, from the contractors in America. How can we get the product? Just like, hold up, we're working on it.
We're coming over. Well, make sure that you hook up with a mate of mine. I wouldn't say he's a podcast mate. I haven't met Luke before, but Luke Miller from Tile Money. He may or may not be at Coverings, I don't know, but certainly connect in with him via socials and send him a message via Instagram or Facebook. I'm sure he'll respond. I know he's working on some new podcast content over in America, and that should be coming out soon. So he definitely is. He's an ex-contractor, and he's definitely the sort of guy you want to have a chat to as well. He's very, very well connected in with a lot of the tiling contractor community in the States and around the world.
Okay, thanks. Sounds good.
Cool. Well, look, we're obviously coming nearly to the end of the show, but I have some pointy questions to finish off with. When I say pointy, I mean the end of the show. They're not difficult. So I want to know a little bit about. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change this question a bit, Colin. You may not like this, but it's okay because I just. Tell me a little bit about your routine. Like I want to know a little bit about how you guys operate. During the day. What does your daily routine look like in terms of from an inventor, founder, entrepreneur perspective? What do you get up, you get going? What does it look like? And walk us through your day. How do you make sure that by 5, 6, 7 p.m., whatever time it is, you've achieved everything that you needed to in 24 hours?
Oh, there's a lot going on upstairs. Like we've got a lot going on, so I sort of live by my calendar, or else I'm forgetting a lot of things. But I'm just.
You're always thinking, like
always.
Such a creative mind just doesn't stop.
Yeah, in what I do at the moment as well, I spend a lot of time in building rectification. So you're always looking for ways. How to fix things, how to get around things. You're always looking for a solution, and I guess that's a part of me, and that's where a lot of Screed X's come from, trying to find the easiest way to do something and to make it the best way to do something.
Yeah,
he's a bit of a perfectionist, so that's really where it stemmed from. Let's be honest here.
Honesty is the best policy, mate. It comes out eventually.
No,
it's all right.
Yeah.
Everyone says that about me too, don't worry. It's a badge. I've got a badge.
It's kind of something that it's difficult to live with, but trying to make everything perfect, but
yeah. I do believe it wears off eventually, as you become more successful, or you just evolve in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we've talked about that. To finish off today's episode, talk to me about and tell me about your current structure. Or your retail distributor structure in Australia. If the community's listening to this and going, I need to find out about ScreedX, where can they find it? How do they get more information? Yeah, talk me through that.
Yeah, okay. So there's obviously a couple of different channels. So we've got, if you wanted to buy, get the system on site, you can go to our website at screedx.com and you can place an order through there. But we have a distributor network at the moment. So we've got stockists at the moment. So you can also find that on the website as well. So they've got product, they're stocking product as well. So, if you're there and you buy from them, you buy tiles, you buy your glue, you can get ScreedX at the same time. we've also got quite a bit of product going into TAFEs at the moment for their apprentices as well. So
Oh, nice.
TAFEs just need to reach out to us as well. So that's been a really smooth rollout with them too.
They've been excited. The lecturers and teachers there have been excited to get the product and to use it with their
nice.
Students.
Yeah, so I guess if you are a distributor as well, we have a wholesale portal built into our website. So if you are a tile store or tile shop, you can register on there and you'll get access and you can place orders through that portal too. So
cool.
pretty easy, yeah.
Multifaceted and covering all bases. That's pretty awesome. If people would want to connect in with you post listening to the show when it goes to air, how do they connect in with either of you and or Screedex and find out more about the product?
Yeah, so probably LinkedIn is the best place to find us. Yeah, so either Colin or myself. Yeah, send us a message on there, and we're happy to answer any questions or If
anyone wants to collaborate, just get in touch.
Beautiful. And you'll be at Coverings this year for anybody travelling over to Coverings in, when is it, May?
April.
What do we got? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Oh, it's in 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
It's in April. And then you're at Sydney Build May 1 and 2?
Yeah, early May.
Yes.
I think it is.
We have back-to-back trips. So,
Excellent.
See us.
Excellent. Great.
So
and
we've shows, so come see us. We've got demos happening. We've got product there. So,
Nice. Are you mixing some Screed in the demoing it or?
Tried to get him to.
So that would be pretty cool actually, having a little, tub of mixed Screed and, but anyway, that's all good.
Building up to that.
Building up to that. Nice. And I imagine, just before we wrap up today's episode, I imagine that if people want to actually have a look at the product working, there's some YouTube, you guys got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, we've got a YouTube channel. We also have Facebook and Instagram. Instagram's probably our most popular channel. So hop on there. We've got some new video content coming out soon from where we've been on site with different tilers and tiling companies. So, hop on there. We've got quite a few tilers posting on site where they've had the product and used the product. So, that's a good part on Instagram too.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, Colin and Kristy, thank you so much for coming onto the show today and sharing all of the information that you have, and good luck with the shows coming up. Unfortunately, I can't be there. I have some other priorities, but would love to. I'm definitely going to try and head over to Chisai at the end of the year in September, which is a big tile fair in Bologna. So if I can get over there, I will. But best of luck with it all. And look, as we like to say it on the show, until next time, stay connected, and we'll talk to you again. We'll cross paths, I'm sure, in the future.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for having us.
You're very welcome.